How's it going, YouTube? Joe back in Nashville. And wow, what a weekend we had down in Texas at the second annual Texas Size Pipe Presenter Barn Dance and Barbecue. It was only one of those things. It was Texas Size. It was the second annual. It was Texas Size because everything was bigger there. It was pipe presenters, a bunch of pipe presenters. And there was barbecue. We did have barbecue at the end at a great, I think, Mesquite Grill or something like that there in Weatherford, Texas. But there was no barn dance. Now, I think Amber did do a little dancing back and forth, but I think she was the only one to do any barn dancing. But we had a great time. Briarville Rick and I made the drive from Tennessee down to Texas. And I'll have to tell you that today I am road trip lagged, or I have road trip lag. You have jet lag, you have road trip lag. Because Friday we drove the 12-hour trip there, and Sunday we drove the 12-hour trip back. Now, first of all, that's how much we love Mark and Amber and all the folks down there in Texas. Because we just love getting together. But, wow, I will tell you today, now I've been working ever so slowly on a pipe today, but it's been tough kind of get back into the swing of things. Show you what I'm smoking here. I am smoking, this is my new, what do you call a pot billiard, whatever, or a pot pipe. Not pot like that pot, but pot-shaped pipe there. Has kind of an Eltang-inspired ringed rustication around it, and there's a light sandblast on top of that all the way around. And ebonite stem there with a smaller, thinner shank. And of course I have my own softy bit on there, which Briarville Rick hates, but saves my teeth, and I don't have to go to the dentist with a broken tooth. This pipe smokes great. Now, what I'm smoking in it was a gift from my good friend Jason Dagner when I was down there in Texas. He and Jay and Nikki were there. Great to meet Nikki finally in person. But this is what he gave me. Oh, and I'm loving it. Gave me some Pelican. And this is the first time, or during the weekend was the first time I had tried this. This is English Oriental, Butera Pipe Company's Pelican. This stuff is fan-freaking-tastic. It is great. I would encourage you to find this somewhere and order some, because it is great. I understand it's kind of hard to get. Matter of fact, he gave me a new one and a slightly used one. I also down there picked up some Plum Cake. This is something I think I won in one of the drawings. And I also won, I haven't tried, I love the Plum Cake. I haven't tried this one. This one is Mac Barron's Symphony. I'm hoping to try it soon. It's burley, some Virginia, some Mac Barron Cavendish. Has some natural sweetness with a tender note of chocolate, which is found in all excellent burley tobaccos, it says. So I will try that. But wow, what a great time we had in Texas. It was great. We got there Friday night and went to dinner with Mark and Amber and Kyle, Ghostly Smoker. And I think that was all who's there. But we had a great time there. I will tell you something too. Driving through Texas. Texas is going to be really cool when they get finished building it. I mean, I thought we had a lot of construction around Nashville all the time. Oh my word, did they have construction going there in Texas, especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Just unbelievable. We're following our GPS to go meet Mark and Amber for dinner. We actually drove all the way through Dallas, kind of actually on the south loop, went around the south side of Dallas and Fort Worth, came back up, made it over to Weatherford, Texas, which is like 45 minutes on the other side of Fort Worth, which is our destination. Got to our hotel, got checked in, and wound up coming back 45 minutes to Bedford, which is a suburb there, or attached practically to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I take that back. 45 minutes to Bedford from Weatherford. Weatherford is just, 20 minutes or so west of Fort Worth. I'm still all confused. That's my lag. That's the road lag. Road trip lag. Call it RTL. Road trip lag. But when we came back, the GPS was saying, take this exit to get off, and then it would be like a half mile from where we were meeting him for dinner. The exit was gone. I mean, it was gone. Stuff was being built and torn down right there, and they totally wiped out that exit. Unstinking believable. So we went down to the next exit, and the GPS routed us back around. I mean, it wasn't but a couple of minutes out of the way, but it was just amazing. And where we were, I think in Bedford, was like about 8 or 9 minutes from DFW Airport. And then Jay and Jason and Nikki flew in, got their rental car, and met us back over at Mark Making Change's house. And, well, we just sat around and shot the breeze, that I would say. Other people would say something else. And just had fun. It was just a fun time. That was Bravo Rick's first time to be down there. He was thoroughly impressed. Not in Texas, but to be down there for this event. He got to meet a lot of folks. I got to get reacquainted with some folks that I saw last year at the first annual. And I'm sure the third annual is going to be bigger and better than ever. So the next day we got up gradually after staying up extremely late. I think we didn't get back to the hotel and get to bed till like 3 in the morning. And I think, I got up about 8 o'clock. Briarville Rick got up about 9 o'clock, I think. I drove him crazy, telling him I need a Starbucks here, a Starbucks there, a Starbucks here. He's not a fan, like I am, of the Mermaid. But we made it over to Tobacco Lane on the square in beautiful, gorgeous downtown Weatherford, Texas. Such a nice new old town, if that makes any sense. And we hung out there in the upstairs part. You probably saw in my last video from there. If you didn't, you want to see the layout of the place, you can go back a video and check it out. Beautiful. And while I was there, I did something that maybe I shouldn't have, but I did anyway. I saw the 2014 Peterson St. Patrick's Day pipe. And this is the shape. They have a few different shapes of the 2014. This is the shape I got. Look at the emerald green on the top. Just beautiful. The Peterson St. Patrick's Day pipe, you can see right there, 2014. These are really cool. And one thing that John, the manager there, did was gave us all 20% off the items. I thought that was just phenomenal for him to have done that. But so got this at a really, really good deal. And it smokes great. Already had a bowl in it today. So that was my souvenir, I guess, for the trip. Except for the tobacco I won and the tobacco I was able to get or trade for to add to my collection. So, it is back here. We made the trip back. We probably made it back in about a little over 11 hours. And that was because when we went down, we stopped and went in to eat somewhere, sat down to eat during the middle of the day on our trip down. This time we just drove in. I think it was there's an old gas station that Rick knew from his truck driving days back when he was on the road long distance and drove through Texas. And he remembered this place when we stopped off, and they make sandwiches, good old homemade sandwiches there. Not like a deli, just good old slices of bread and sandwich. I just had a good bologna sandwich with mayonnaise. That was it. Loved it. It was really good. So we grabbed that and some snacks, and we were in and out in 10 minutes and kept going. Eating while we were driving. And he did let me drive. It offered the entire way down for him to let me drive, and no, I'll drive. And when he doesn't do pipe repair, he drives a truck. So I thought maybe he'd be tired of doing what he does quite a few days a week and would want me to do it. I think he just didn't want me to drive over 70. The man only drives 70. Now, I know I'm supposed to keep the speed limit, but I do kick in about 75 or 77 sometimes. But I did drive a little bit coming back, and I kept it down for him, so we were able to make it okay. I didn't tear up his car. Well, we're back. Trying to get back in the swing of things, trying to get rid of the RTL here, and hopefully by tomorrow that'll be really cranking so I can get some things cranked out of the shop and get going. So I'll be looking for those on Instagram. And otherwise, again, Amber and Mark, thanks so much for your hospitality. Kyle, Ghostly Smoker, for your organization there too. And for all of you who were down there that I got to see again. I don't want to start mentioning names other than those I've mentioned already, because I'll leave somebody out. But it was great seeing you guys, all of you. I took several pictures with you folks on Instagram. You can go to my Instagram account. It's just Joe Case on Instagram, and you can see some of the pictures with some of the folks down there. Wonderful time. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time there in Texas. All right, that's it. That's all. Got to get out of here. Try to get back to work. God bless you all, and we'll catch you next time.